A two-time breast cancer survivor is on a mission to educate women and remove stigmas about their health and wellness. Thank you for staying with us. I'm Erin LeBeau.
I'm Corey Chambers in for Tamsin. This past weekend, she brought together women of all ages and backgrounds to learn, celebrate, and share their health journeys.
Yeah, please join us in welcoming to the show Deb Belfatto. Thank you for joining us.
Oh my goodness, thank you for having me. I'm delighted to be here.
All right, well, Deb, we want to talk about the event that you just held, but first, can you share a little bit about your personal story? You were first diagnosed with breast cancer back in 1988?
Sure was, in my early 30s, kind of came out of absolutely nowhere, no family history, and in the late 80s, we certainly didn't know then what we know now. But then I had access to incredible resources, and that's what really triggered my journey to do the incredible work that I've had the privilege of doing for so many years.
Wow.
So talk about your journey and how it's inspired you to sort of do what you've done.
Sure. I'd be so happy to do that and share, because I think telling your story has benefits that just go on and on and on. So I had the opportunity. I do believe that everything serves a purpose. So I had the opportunity after my first diagnosis, when I knew that I was on a healthy path, that I needed to make access to quality care available to all women, because why me and not everybody else? So I embarked on bringing Komen for the Cure to New Jersey in 1997. I had the opportunity, along with my two co-founders, to run that organization for 12 years. And it was a way to reach women that didn't have the access that I had had. And we did remarkable work. We reached the underinsured, the uninsured, the vulnerable populations, and we created a true sisterhood where women started to pay a lot more attention to the fact that there was access to good care during such a tumultuous time in a woman's life.
Okay, so Deb, we know that last weekend you organized a women's health and wellness event. What inspired you to do this, and how did it go?
Yikes, it was so great. What inspired me? Well, believe it or not, a second breast cancer diagnosis. In 2021, when we were all so distracted by the pandemic, I got a very unexpected distraction, and that was a second breast cancer diagnosis. And not a reoccurrence, and I emphasize that because 35 years later, somehow, some way, I was one of those women that was diagnosed for a second time. And that can happen because each decade that you're surviving, you're at an increased risk at 6% to get a second breast cancer diagnosis. So that put me around 20%. So I slipped right in there. Once again, I had extraordinary care. Difference being, we have come so far. So I, again, will say, I believe everything comes with a purpose. And as I was recovering and I was spending far too much time on the couch, I thought, I know what needs to happen. I know the purpose that this is going to serve. We're going to build a symposium that is going to attract women from everywhere and anywhere. We're going to host it at a place that welcomes everyone, no matter what their socioeconomic. We wanted to just see this magnificent mosaic of women benefit from extraordinary docs, presenters, just gain knowledge, get reinformed, get re-educated, restock their toolkits. We've all been deep into this pandemic pause, and I just knew that the time was right.
Yeah,
and we did it.
Well, we're looking at some pictures. It looked like, quite an amazing event and quite the turnout that you had. I wonder if somebody gets that diagnosis from their doctor, I can't even imagine sort of all the thoughts that go rushing through your head when you hear that word cancer or breast cancer. What would be your advice to somebody that's in that chair hearing those words from their doctor?
So I would say, number one, be really diligent about your health and wellness. Take the time to get ahead of it before it gets ahead of you. And receiving that diagnosis, there are so many resources available. Don't Google. Nope. Check in with your primary doctor. Check in with your OBGYN, and then get yourself to a comprehensive breast health center, cancer center, where there's a multidisciplinary approach to treating such a life-threatening illness, because these are the tools that we need to survive and thrive.
Well, Deb, thank you so much for sharing your story and really helping us see that even in our struggles, they can have a purposeful outcome.
Thank you so much. It was my pleasure.
Thank you.